Hi and welcome back to Order Flow Mastery. This is Order Flow Dynamics 102, Absorption versus Exhaustion. And these are two, let's say, reversal type of patterns that are anticipating in a way the same thing, which is a reversal in price, but are fundamentally different. And we're going to see some example now. So we define an absorption as a lot of activity, in this case buying, that does not have a clear result in price. So you see these big ass volume areas, a lot of color, a lot of imbalance. That's called an absorption. A lot of money, a lot of volume clogged in a single tick, or in maybe 2 or 3 ticks. Same thing happened over here to sellers, by the way. When they tried to push down, sellers here were absorbed. 1,000 of them was absorbed here. But then they had a follow through, right? But these are called areas of absorption. An exhaustion phase instead is a phase where you'll typically see, from a profile standpoint, a dry up in volume. You see how there's less and less volume. And especially in the last few steps, there's less and less and less and less volume. So you don't have a clear phase of absorption here. You had an attempt, a dry up in sell volume, and buyers taking the upper hand right away. Not by absorbing, but with an exhaustion from sellers. So sellers stopped accepting lower prices at the same pace as buyers. Aggressive buyers. That's an exhaustion. That's the difference between a phase of absorption where you have the passive participants blocking price. Let's see if we can get back to this one. So here you have passive participants, passive sellers blocking price from going up and then taking the upper hand. That's absorption. When this happens in a way that it is aggressive selling that dries up without a clear wall from passive buyers, and then buyers taking the upper hand, that's what we define as an exhaustion. Slight difference, but very important to understand the language of order flow.